So today we are here to make my absolutely favorite breakfast recipe, and I hope you guys are as excited as I am. So hello my lovelies and welcome back to my channel. I hope you guys are feeling good. My name is Sophie and this is my food vlog connected to my food blog, Sophie Sealicious, on Instagram, that you guys should definitely go check out if you're looking for recipes. So today we are here to make my favorite breakfast and doing that in lots of alternatives. So you guys can choose whether you are more attracted to the nutty flavors, to the fruity flavors, or to the spiced up flavors. So let's go right into it so you guys can see what you need to do. Just so you guys know, the first recipe has the entire set of steps that you need to do, and cooking the oatmeal will be the exact same in all of the recipes. You just change the flavors. So that's a little tip, and we can go straight into seeing all of the nice recipes that there are for you. So coming to the first recipe, I love starting my day with a fruity and sweet start and filling my body up with all the vitamins it needs. So for making my favorite oatmeal, you are going to need around 400 milliliters of liquid. I always do 200 of water and 200 of almond milk. The ratio is completely up to you. You can also go 100% almond milk, 100% water. I just really like the half-half ratio. The almond milk just gives a little bit of a sweetness to the oats in the first place, which just gives it a much better flavor. And then additionally, for the oats, you're going to need around 100 milliliters of oats. I always measure this in a little measuring cup, and then you know the exact nice ratio. What you should know is I like my oats quite liquidy, so if you like your oats a little more dense, then you might want to add more oats or decrease the amount of liquid, and that is really easily done. So you can do this by experimenting a few times and then you will find the perfect ratio for you. So for toppings in this, we are going to have a handful of chopped blueberries. So I like doing that because it just gives a little bit of color to the oatmeal, and the sweetness of the blueberries really goes into the oatmeal and doesn't just come out when you bite into them. Then I have 1 nectarine and 4 strawberries, also cut into small cubes. Again, that just adds a little bit of fruit in every bite you get, so that's really nice. Then I have around 6 to 7 almonds that I chopped coarsely, and then I'll add a teaspoon of chia seeds just to get those omega-3 fats, and yeah, that is basically it. And now we're going to go into the process of cooking this oatmeal. So the first step is bringing your pot onto the stove and boiling this. Make sure you keep an eye on it because milk tends to really bubble and then you might end up spilling milk all over your pot. So once you see it's starting to move, you are going to want to decrease the heat really quickly. Once it's really hot, we are going to go ahead and add in the oats and just stir those in nice and well. And again, just keep your eye on it, just so it doesn't all kind of spill out. So now for me, this has come to a point where I really like the consistency. So I'm just going to take it off a boil. But again, this is really up to you, and you can decide how long you want to boil this and to what consistency you want it to come. And now we're here at my favorite part, is putting all of the ingredients together. So what I like to do is I like to already put in a bit of the fruit at the bottom, because basically then you just don't have to stir that much at the very end, which is great. And now we're going to go ahead and just plop the oatmeal on top. Doesn't sound too great, but it's just kind of what it sounds like. Into your bowl, and you can like spread it out so you have a nice and even surface to put on your work of art. I like to call this my canvas. So what I meant by putting it all nice and even, we create a beautiful canvas that we can just put all those beautiful colors on top. So for the next recipe, we have a really nice and creamy mixture of flavors. So you will have to have the same amount of milk and water ready, the same amount of oats, but now we're going to change up the ingredients we're putting into it. So you're going to have a few raisins, a teaspoon of chia seeds, a tablespoon of peanut butter, and a little handful of blueberries that you can slice in half. So you're going to cook that the exact same way. You're going to bring the milk to a boil, then you're going to add in the oats, let them sit for as long as you want until you have the preferred texture of your oatmeal, and then you can go ahead and add on all of the toppings in whatever order you like. So now for the next recipe, it is a little bit similar to the other one because we are referring to the flavor of the nuts again in this recipe. However, it's, I guess, a more natural approach to it and a little bit of it has more fresh flavors since we don't have any dried fruits. We have a fresh apple in replace for that. So what you're going to need is the exact same amount of milk and water. Again, you can choose the ratios you want for this, the same amount of oats, 1 apple chopped into small cubes. I like it cut into smaller cubes because then you have apple in every bite you get. The same amount of blueberries again sliced in half, and a few walnut halves. So I had around 6 or 7, and I just coarsely chopped those so that you still have this crunch in the oatmeal. And then again, we're going to add in a teaspoon of chia seeds. Last but not least, we have a little bit of a combination of everything we had before, and there is no nuts in this, so in case you are allergic or you just don't like nuts, this is perfect for you. So here again, we have the same amount of milk, same amount of oats, the finely chopped apple, a handful of blueberries sliced in half. So this time we are adding in some cinnamon to it, so just a little sprinkle will do the job, and then you have a really nice round flavor added to it as well. Really hope you guys enjoyed that, and I hope that these recipes look really nice to you and that this is something that you want to try out. I can honestly only advise you to because it's so healthy, filled with fiber. You get your vitamins from the fruits, you have lots of nice omega-3 fats, healthy fats from the nuts. Everything is there, you know, everything you need. So I really hope that you guys try this out. I honestly didn't like oatmeal before this until I started exploring all of the different kinds of directions you can go into with flavor and adding fruits and nut butters and nuts generally. Like, I wasn't ever filled from an oatmeal. I never enjoyed the flavor. And honestly, adding nuts to the oatmeal gives it another kick. It just fills you up that much more just by adding like 3 or 4 nuts, even like just crunched up a little bit. It gives a great texture, everything you need for a great breakfast. It's really great adding the milk because it just takes away from that blandness that the water only gives. So definitely something that you should now put into your oatmeal if you don't already do this. And I just want you guys to know that these recipes are just ideas that I have. So if you have any other way of adding flavors together, or if you say, oh, this nectarine could be paired with something much different, something that fits much better, go for it, make it, experiment yourself, and please make sure to send me pictures of this if you do, because that would make me really excited, and then I will have something new to try as well. So there is also a few more recipes on my Instagram channel that you guys can on my Instagram blog that you guys can actually check out. There are, I think, 4 or something, also with different kinds of ways of adding the flavors together. There's so much you can explore with this because the oatmeal is just your canvas. It's just your base to this. It's a whole painting that you'll have at the end. A painting filled with flavors and beautiful colors. So it's something really exciting, and there's always a pleasure to eating this because it just tastes absolutely amazing. So now coming to the word of the week. Did I just say that? The quote of the week. And it's something that might just give you a little boost, and it is basically, so if you reach out of the stormy clouds, you will see the blue sky and the sunshine. So that's just a little tip for you guys, that if you are in a stressful situation, if you are in a situation that doesn't make you feel good, it suppresses you in any kind of way, just reach out and go beyond the clouds, go beyond that stress, and you will find peace and sunlight and something that will just enlighten you from the inside. So with everything that's going on in the world right now, even if there's not a clear light at the end of the tunnel, you can't see it yet, at least find peace within yourself. So anything like meditation or or like just practicing yoga can bring you into such nice paths and flows with yourself that you will find a different kind of mentality within you that you will have never seen before. So I really advise you guys to do that, and you will feel enlightened and happier. And yeah, that's just what I wanted to give you guys. I hope that this kind of pushes you for the next week, and we will see each other next week with another quote that will hopefully also develop your inner self and make you bloom more and just feel happier within you. Yeah, that's a wrap for this week, and if you guys enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. As always, you guys should know this by now, it really supports me, it makes me really happy, and I am really excited to now finally have my breakfast, the oatmeal. And yeah, we'll see each other next week. So enjoy making lots of oatmeal until then.